Now I thought today I would make up a really scrummy dessert. Now this is one of my all-time favourites. So what we're going to be making is crème brûlée. Now if you've never made these before, they're not that difficult, so do give them a go. The ones we're going to make are going to have that beautiful vanilla inside, nice and soft and delicious. And on top we're going to have that lovely bit of caramelisation of the sugar, and you crack into it with your spoon and it's just scrummy. So give these a go. So for making these crème brûlées, I'm just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now I'm going to use teaspoon measurements. That's a small spoon, the one you use for putting your sugar in your cups of tea. So I've got 2 teaspoons of corn flour. Now corn flour is just to thicken up the creamy mixture. I'm going to use 2.5 teaspoons of sugar, just normal granulated sugar, or you could use caster sugar, and that's going to be used to go in the sort of creamy mixture to sweeten it slightly. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we've roughly got about 3 teaspoons of, again, normal sugar, and that's going to go on top, and that's the bit that we're going to sort of caramelise. So when you tap it with your spoon, it cracks, and oh, it's just delicious with a creamy mixture. So 3 teaspoons for going on top. 3 large eggs. Now with the eggs you need to separate those, so you don't want to use the white bit of the egg, you just want to use the yolk, the sort of orangey yellow bit in the middle, 3 of those. And then finally we've got a tub of double cream, and my tub is 284 millilitres. So there's all the ingredients. So what I'm going to do is go over to the hob, get myself a little pan, and we're going to start warming up the cream. So I've come over to the hob. Now as I say, I'm going to start off with the double cream. So I'm just going to pour that in my pan like that. Now I'm going to switch that on a very low heat, nice and low, and you just want to bring it up to almost like, simmering point, but just below that. Now whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get on with the eggs. Now with the eggs, we're going to need to separate them. So for that, I'm just going to use a knife there and just open it up, and you can let the white out like that. Just rock it from side to side, and you should get the egg white out and be left with just the yolk. I mean, if it's a tiny little bit, it doesn't matter. It's not, just try and get as much out as you can. I think we're pretty much there, so you can just rock it from side to side like that, and it all comes out. So I'm going to pop that in a big bowl. Now what you can do is just do the other 2. Keep the egg white, because you can make a meringue with that. So with the egg yolks, once you've got the 3 of them in there, we're going to beat those up. So I've got my egg yolks there. Now it's a good thing to do, get like a wooden spoon or something and just gently give that cream a little bit of a mix now and again. Now what we're going to do is whisk those eggs up, get myself like a balloon whisk, just break them down a little bit, give them a quick whisk. I'm just going to put in the corn flour. Vanilla extract and the sugar, and just want to give that a good mixing, get it all nicely combined. So I'll carry on doing that. There you go, I've got that eggy mixture all done, so leave that. Remember, give that cream just a bit of a stir. Don't let it come up to simmer, just below it. So leave it until it's nicely warmed up. Now the cream, I can see that's warming up, just get a little bit of steam there, but you obviously don't want it to get to a simmer. Now what I'm going to do is to take that off, just take the spoon out, and whilst you're whisking, you want to just pour this mixture into the egg, but make sure you're whisking and a little bit at a time. So just carry on doing that until you've got it all in there. As I say, a little bit at a time. There you go, got that all back in. Put the pan back on the same heat. We're going to use that whisk in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is just to pour it all back in here. just like that. So again, on the very low heat as well, use your spatula, make sure you get all this beautiful mixture out. And what we're going to do is to carry on whisking that mixture. Just keep doing that, as I say, low heat, until really this mixture has just thickened up slightly, and then that's it, it's done. So I'll just carry on doing that. Now I've been whisking mine, and look at that, thickened up nicely. Now I'm going to switch that off the heat. Now if you find, you know, when you're sort of mixing yours, if it goes a bit grainy, doesn't look right, what you can do is pour it all back in the big bowl, and then pour it back into this pan, but just keep the heat a little bit lower. So mine's done. That's a nice, thick, sort of custardy mixture there that is going to be, you know, a really tasty flavour in the creme brulee. So let's take that over to the table now, and what I'm going to do is pour that mixture into some ramekins. Now, these are the ramekins I've got. I mean, obviously, use whatever you've got. If yours are slightly bigger, it doesn't really matter. I reckon with the mixture we've got, I'll probably be able to do 3 of those. So you just want to carefully pour it in. I'll try and do it in front of the camera there. There you go. So now I've got the custardy mixture in the ramekins. Now we need to leave those to chill out. So what you want to do is cover them up with a little bit of cellophane, or place a plate over the top and pop them in the fridge. Now you really need to leave these to chill out for at least 3 or 4 hours, but if you can, overnight. So what you could do is make them up one evening. The next day you could pull them out in the afternoon and put your sugar over, caramelise them, and then they're really quick to serve up because you've already done the preparation the night before. Now I did actually make some, and I've got them in the fridge. So I'm going to place these ones in the fridge and pull out the other ones, put the sugar on, caramelise them, and then we're going to try one. So I've just taken my creme brulees that I made last night out the fridge, and I'm just going to sprinkle some sugar on there. Now, with the amount of sugar you put, it's entirely up to you. Obviously, you know, the more you put on there, the thicker the caramelised topping is going to be. Now, I think with a creme brulee, a good one, you do want a nice, thick coating. That'll do us. Now, what you could do is you could pop those under the grill, a nice hot grill, so switch your grill on to maximum, and what you would need to do is to place those under the grill, I'd say for about 4 or 5 minutes. Make sure that, you know, whatever you're putting them in the grill with is like, you know, a metal dish or something oven proof. Now I'm going to use my blowtorch because, you know, I've got one of those, so I thought I might as well use it, and we're going to caramelise that sugar on top. So let's switch on and get it all caramelised. Now I'm just going to switch my blowtorch on, so just click that, hit the button, put it on lock, and it's a really quick process. You just go round, the sugar melts, and it smells wonderful when you're doing this in the kitchen. Oh, it's like candy floss, it's beautiful. So we go round, just kind of spreading it around the 3. Like this. I mean, these blowtorches, they're not that expensive, and if you like your creme brulees, you know, it's worth getting one of those. You probably pick them up for like £10, $15, something like that. And what I'm doing mine, I like to just get a little couple of burnt bits there, because I think it just makes it look a little bit more attractive. Look at that, there's a light of love out there. Oh, wonderful. I think we're pretty much done. Just make sure you've got all the sugar around the edges, and I reckon we're done. Oh, it's smelling so good in this kitchen. Beautiful. There we are, all done. So now I've caramelised those, leave them for 5 or so minutes, and then we're going to serve one up and enjoy. So I've got my creme brulee, and let's just go in. Got my spoon. Let's attack this and see what our topping's like. That definitely sounds good. Let's go in for it. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, that custody mixture, vanilla. with that caramelisation of the sugar. That is absolutely scrummy. And do you know what? These are really simple to make. You know, try and leave your mixture, if you can, overnight so it really chills out, so that when you sort of, you know, scoop it up, that custard is nice and cold and it's firm and it's got that crispy caramelisation on top. Delicious. You can't go wrong with these. They're not that difficult to make. They're one of my favourite puddings, and make sure you put enough sugar so that, you know, when you crack into it, you hear that crack. Delish. Thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget the ratings. And, you know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I try and put out as many videos as I can, and I always appreciate you coming back, watching me videos. So subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. All the best, the original Naked Chef.